All right, last week we checked out an easy modification you can do for your DualSense controller to kind of change up the look of it here, make it several different colors without having to do too much work or get too involved with taking this thing apart. And while we did it for the controller here, I also wanted to take a look at a very easy modification you can do for the PlayStation 5 system itself, after several of you sent me links to a website that was selling different decals that would not only subtly change the way that the PlayStation 5 looked on the outside, but would even change kind of the way that the light here would react when it's on or in standby mode or any of that. And we're gonna go over that here today and see if it's something that you should consider picking up and how it all works out. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure that like button helps out a ton. And if you're new to the SpawnWave channel, make sure you subscribe down below. And we're gonna start today with our sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by Blinkist. One of the main issues we have here at SpawnWave Media is time. Managing several accounts filled with tech and gaming info takes a lot of time, but we still need to make sure the information we provide you all comes from a solid knowledge base. Audiobooks and long-form videos can be fine, but if I need some quick revision, that's where Blinkist comes in. Blinkist takes the abundance of information I need from sources like Console Wars by Blake J. Harris and boils it down to 9 key ideas that help me refresh my memory of the history of gaming in only 15 minutes. Console Wars is a 576-page paperback book. The audiobook is over 20 hours long. Now, I do recommend using that to get the whole picture if you're able to, but Blinkist is a fantastic tool when you need to brush up on a lot of information in a much shorter period of time. If that sounds like something that interests you, head over to Blinkist.com/SpawnWave or click the link in the description below. You are able to give it a try for 7 days at no cost to you, and if you find it's not your thing, cancel it anytime during this trial. But if it is as useful to you as it is to me, the link provided will allow you to get 25% off the full membership. Not a bad deal. Once again, thanks to Blinkist for sponsoring the video.
So the site that's selling these decals is called flamingtoast.com, and I ordered 2 things from them. However, they appear to have decals and ways to customize all types of systems and controllers. It took a while to get to me, but I know the mail has been kind of strange throughout December. Like, I ordered these like the 3rd week of December, so it's been a little while. It took like a month to get to me, but it did arrive. It came in like an envelope and all of this, and nothing's bent up or damaged or any of that. It just took a bit of wait time there, but that's flamingtoast.com. I did order 2 different things. Like I said, I ordered the classic PlayStation decal for the back of the PlayStation symbol up here on the PS5, but I did also get the blue one. Now, really, I just ordered the blue one and it came with this classic PlayStation one, but this is actually what I wanted. This appears to just come with any different color you order, so technically you get 2 of these different decals for the back of that kind of PlayStation symbol spot on the PS5 shell, and this was $5 total. The other part that I got is the one that I'm very interested in, because this seems pretty straightforward. This, however, will apparently alter the light as it goes over kind of the plastic on the outside of it, and it'll make it purple. So I've seen on their site they have rainbow colors and things that will change depending on what the PS5 is in, like rest mode as an example, or if it's completely on and shining the kind of just like the all white light. Yeah, so this, I'm not sure if this will change different colors based on that, but I'm at least gonna get purple apparently, which I think will go really well whenever I do get like all matte black faceplates here. Let's say I have that, I have the PlayStation colored logo here, and then all purple lighting. I think they look pretty good. So I think what I'm gonna do is start with the decal on the side that sits behind where this PlayStation cutout is. And the idea is you have the nice looking PlayStation classic PlayStation color there. And when it sits behind it, it will essentially show using that kind of cutout, the PlayStation logo. So I think that's gonna look really, really good. I think it'll look good with any type of colors you do on the front, or any type of color you decide to maybe paint the side panels or eventually get custom shells done. It also seems pretty easy since like this seems to be just about cut out perfectly for this, and I guess that's what they decided to fit it up to. We do also have this blue, and you know what, blue would look really good if you decide to keep like the all white here. Okay, it's nice and flat. It fits in perfectly right where it kind of has like this impression there. Just kind of make sure it fits all the way around. They do have these labeled right and left just based on the side you're on, and it looks like this is just going to run all the way around where we have this plastic here, and we just have to cover it up. See, this is the part that I think will be the most annoying to try to put on there, because you have to make sure it's just the right length all the way around. But the nice thing is, it seems that at least kind of putting the vinyl down and then lifting it back up is not that difficult, so you can reposition it several times. All right, I think it looks pretty good. It's covering up all of the plastic around the edge here, and once you press it down, it seems to go fairly flush all the way around where that, even where this lip is, looks like there's a little bit of overhang here, but for the most part, this translucent like purple is gonna cover the whole thing up, so when the light comes on, yes, it should have like that white light going through kind of this purple vinyl and making that purple light. We have our sticker vinyl up here for the PlayStation colors, and then we have the purple strip around this light, and then the purple strip around this light. So go ahead, pop the side panels on, and we'll see how that, I guess, that purple light effect looks. All right, so I'm all set up here, and I have to say, first thing, looking at this, the colors here for the PlayStation original look awesome behind like the PlayStation cutout here. Just a simple vinyl, and it really does make it look that much better. I know before it was just basic black plastic behind it. I think adding a color behind it, like even the blue, which I have not tried yet. After this, I will go ahead and put the blue on and give you guys a picture of it here so you kind of see what it looks like. I'm sure that'll look really good as well, pretty much as any of the colors that are on there, because it does at least change it up, make it a bit unique. But the original PlayStation color, I think, fits perfect. I went ahead and just turned it on just now to see if I can get a look at the, I guess, just the color of the light being pushed through that purple vinyl. And it does appear to make it a little dim, I will say. The idea is that when it goes into its normal, like, all white kind of color that it'll put out from its LEDs, it will then shine through and give you that color that you've put on there, whether it's the rainbow or, in this instance, the purple. However, it does not seem to be very strong coming through the vinyl, so you'll want to be in a very dimly lit room for that. Where I am now, there's a lot of light in this room. So what I'll do is I'll get you guys some video footage of it, as you can see here, of it turning on and then going to its like all white setup for the LEDs, which would then shine through that colored vinyl, giving us that purple look. I mean, I can still kind of see it here, especially if I look directly at it. It's gonna look a lot better if it's just in a dimly lit or even pitch black room. I will say though, looking directly at it here, even with all the light, it looks like this vinyl is covering it completely. Like there's no light bleed around the edges, because otherwise it would just be like a white light being pulsed around it. I don't see any kind of light coming around the edges, and that's because the vinyl they have appears to be a little thicker than that light bar that we put it on here, and it sticks pretty well. You're just gonna make sure you take your time and have it cover it completely. It was pretty easy to apply, easier than I thought it would be for doing something like this where it goes around the curve itself, but from what I could tell, from here, it looks like it should be pretty much all purple around the edges. Now, when it's in rest mode and is just kind of pulsing that yellow color, the purple doesn't seem to change it too much, just makes it a bit dimmer. Some of their other vinyls they have for the lights appear to do different effects based on what mode it's in, whether it's starting up and it has kind of the blue, or when it's in rest mode and it has the yellow. This one, unfortunately, the purple just seems to kind of drown out the brighter yellow. But I do like the effect of it going from like blue to then changing to purple after it's completely booted up. I think that's kind of a cool thing there. And you know what? Like I said, it's not difficult. I know it will take things apart and do all kinds of weird mods sometimes, but hey, this is something that really anyone can do. They're just decals that you pick up. Fortunately, these shells are easy to remove, and you're just following instructions on where to stick these different decals, and you can get some really cool looks. If we take that and then we pair it with the idea of these shells that could be replaceable in the future, as we have certain third parties that appears that are going to be providing them to us, you could do all kinds of really cool effects without ever having to touch a paint can or solder LEDs to this thing. So hey, the future is bright, I would say, for PlayStation 5 customization. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below. I will leave a link in the description to the site that's selling these decals if you want to check them out. But from what they sent here, it took a while to get to me. I will say that. Otherwise though, they showed up perfect shape. Everything went together, no problem here. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.